Welcome to the penultimate video in this module, the S Corporation distribution. So let's start with employment taxes and compensation. So an S Corporation's shareholders' allocable share of ordinary business income is not classified as self-employment income. Like we've already discussed, only the wages are subject to employment taxes. Fringe benefits are severely limited for certain S Corporation shareholders. So for example, for shareholder employees who own 2% or less of the S Corporation, then fringe benefits work the same way as they do for any other employee. However, for shareholder employees who own greater than 2% of an S Corporation, the S Corporation gets a tax deduction, but most of the benefits are in fact taxable to the shareholder employee. So when it comes to distributions, we're only going to worry about S corporations with no E&P. This is made considerably more complex if you have a C corporation that generated earnings and profits and then converts to an S corporation, because of the way you can imagine that would leave E&P stranded without triggering dividend recognition. But that's why we're not going to deal with that. Generally speaking, it works just like partnership distributions. They're tax-free to the extent of basis, and then anything in excess of that is a capital gain. So suppose Hot Rod has been an S corporation since its inception, and on June 1st, Hot Rod distributes $30,000 to Rod, who's a shareholder. His basis was $20,000 at the beginning of the year. He was allocated $15,000 of ordinary income, no separately stated items. So how do we deal with this distribution? So Rod is going to have zero income from the distribution because his beginning basis was $20,000. He was allocated $15,000. That takes him to $35,000. His distribution reduces his basis, his stock basis, down to $5,000. And then that's it, right? So, of course, the $15,000 of ordinary income allocated to Rod is taxable to him like any other allocation of income. So suppose instead that Hot Rod distributes $40,000 to him. Well, now Rod's going to have a $5,000 long-term gain. He still has zero basis in his stock when it's done, because the $5,000 is now in excess of his $35,000 basis. Now, could Rod avoid this income in any way on this additional income on the distribution? Well, he could contribute capital to the S Corp. That'd be one way. Or remember, he can make a direct loan to the S Corporation that also creates basis. But of course, the loan must be a bona fide loan. That brings us to the end of S Corporation distributions.